It's us. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, hi everyone. I'm Jessica, and what's your name? Adelaide. And Adelaide is my daughter. She is turning 3 next month, but she is the whole reason why I write for chiropractors. And so we wanted to come on today and share our story together about when Adelaide was a baby. And and when she met Dr. Christina, and how meeting Dr. Christina changed my life and changed her life, and how we just love chiropractic so much. So we'll start from the beginning. Now, before Adelaide was born, my husband and I were trying to have a baby, but we were told that we could not have children, and that was after, hang on, actually, let me get into Facebook real quick, Adelaide, so I can see if anyone's watching and listening. You ready? Yeah, okay. Mama wasn't ready. That's perfect, because it gives some people more time to get on and talk to us anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, there's us. Isn't that cool? Okay, perfect. So we have our comments pulled up now, so we should be able to see if anyone's commenting. Oh, hi Levi. Nice to see you. This is my Adelaide. So we'll start from the top. This is Adelaide. This is my daughter. She's 3. She turns 3 next month, actually, and she's the entire reason why I write for chiropractors. So we're just going to share our story about when I became a mommy. Oh, she said move your arm. When I became a mommy and when Adelaide was a baby, and we're excited to tell you. So like I was saying, my husband and I were told that we couldn't have children, and that was because I struggled with fertility because of some wicked endometriosis. And so we kind of came to the conclusion, cool, it's, we're not going to have our own child, but we're going to move into other means of having a kiddo. And then as soon as we made that plan, we became pregnant with Adelaide. And my whole pregnancy, I was living in fear. I was scared that something was going to happen to my belly. I was scared that something was going to happen to my baby in my belly. And I lacked understanding. I was not, educated on my options during my pregnancy. And it just felt super...
Somebody's cutting our yard.
Somebody's cutting our yard? Oh, good. It's about time. I just lacked understanding. And so towards the end of my pregnancy, thank goodness my neighbor, she is a pediatric and pregnancy chiropractor, and she saw me wobbling around and, gave me the knowledge enough to where I got adjusted while I was pregnant. Yeah, and pose. But once Adelaide was born, it was an entirely different story. So Adelaide was born with Fibromatsis Colli, which is, my understanding of it is that it's an extreme version of torticollis, where she actually had a muscle knot right there in her neck, and she couldn't turn her head. And we had to do physical therapy, we had to do adjusting. But the fact was, when she was just a few days old, I was having such a hard time latching. We were unsuccessful breastfeeding, but she wasn't sleeping, I wasn't sleeping, the whole newborn thing, except it was exasperated by the fact that she had a mass in her neck and was super uncomfortable the whole time. So my neighbor, who still at the time was a pediatric chiropractor, she just kept gently talking to me. I can help Adelaide, I can help her feel better, I can, adjust her. And the whole time I was terrified. I was terrified because it took so much and so long for me to have Adelaide. Beep, look, your hands right there. It took so long for me to have Adelaide that I was just terrified that if somebody adjusted her, it would hurt her, and that was based on my lack of understanding. And so no matter how much I researched her chiropractor, at the time her social media wasn't very active, her website wasn't very updated, and I didn't get the knowledge or understanding that I needed to feel confident that my daughter would be safe number one, and two, I didn't understand what was going to happen to her, and so I was feeling pretty uncomfortable. So thankfully, this particular chiropractor and neighbor was diligent, and she was persistent, and she saw my struggle, and she made sure that I ended up getting Adelaide adjusted and myself adjusted postpartum. And would you like a snack? Perfect. And once we started working with her, we realized how brilliant she is. And this is Dr. Christina Padilla. She is absolutely brilliant. And Adelaide, what do you think about Dr. Christina?
Yeah.
Yeah? What does Dr. Christina do for you?
Oh, no.
Don't know? Does she poke you in the head?
No.
No. What does she do?
That's me.
Adjust you, yeah. So Dr. Christina has become a pinnacle of our health and wellness. And so as the story revolved and we got to know Dr. Christina even more, I came to her and I said, listen, you are brilliant. You are so brilliant. And what you're doing for my daughter is amazing. Adelaide gained full range of motion from her neck.
I did white. I got one.
You got what, baby?
A white one.
You got the white. You want to go get the other ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did one.
Okay. You're going to go get the other ones and I'll open them for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one.
That's okay. We can get the other one. And as you can see, she's brilliant. And I take credit for that in some ways, but I know since learning about chiropractic and understanding chiropractic, I know that a huge part of that is because she has been a well-adjusted baby and a well-adjusted child. And so my personal experience with chiropractic care and how it's helped my daughter thrive is why I feel so strongly about chiropractic care. But the way that it influences my writing, which is the whole point of this, is because I understand what it feels like to be on the parent side, where I was very nervous and uncomfortable and scared, quite frankly. And I understand the science side because I've researched it so in depth. I can come to a place where with my writing where I'm explaining what the parents need to hear in a way that can relate to their emotions and make them feel confident. So because Adelaide and I went through what we did with our pregnancy and birth and situation after birth, I've gained an entirely new and in-depth appreciation and love for chiropractic that I now get to share when I'm writing for people. So we are working on toddler time, and today was going to be a short and sweet video, but I think it's important for you to understand why and how I even got here in the first place, and why my understanding and my personal story really influences how I write. So yeah, if you have any questions, I know we've just got a couple viewers. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them down. Adelaide loves answering questions, as you can see. And if not, I think we're gonna plan on doing our videos together from now on, because Adelaide's a huge part of my story, and she's a huge reason why this business even exists and why I can write the way that I do. And now that she is super clever and 3 and ready to hop in on all my videos, we're just gonna do it together. So if you watched this with us today, thanks for spending the time with us, and we will see you next week. You wanna say bye?
Bye.